Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, April 21st, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I nurture that which I value. And I just want to say, sorry about announcing the 20th as Earth Day. We are in the midst of finding a place to move and my brain is definitely a little frazzled. That being said, I think making every day of Taurus Earth Day, and to that measure every day of the year Earth Day, a good day to connect, feels like a really good thing. As I'm going to should us, we should value this beautiful planet that we get to inhabit. So that being said, let's dig into this astro. So we have a square today. I talked about it a little yesterday between the Sun and Saturn. And squares, we have resistance, and both, I always believe the universe is working for us. These planetary shifts are working for us, even when they're challenging. But we have to look at the high side and the downside of both energies. So, start with that Saturn energy. Saturn is going through a really big transition. I really feel like, looking back, like this Saturn-Pluto energy, when they were conjunct in January, it's like they kicked off changing vibrations for each of them. And it's the thing, you never go through, what's that saying? You never go through a meeting unchanged, a meeting with an entity unchanged. Well, Saturn and Pluto, they were changed. So Saturn right now is going through that transition of going from this society-based should energy, this is how we're experiencing it, like the change within us, to really, okay, we've got to level up into our purpose energy. But we could end up embracing that Saturn shouldiness. I should be doing this. I should be out there fixing the economy. I should be doing this, that, and the other. We may feel that kind of pressure on us. Now, the Sun, in this case, is like, well, what do you value? And this is what you really want to focus on, what you're valuing. So we have that. Like, we can go in the direction of society and corporations and all that, or we can lean in the energy of what we value. Now, the other flip side of it is the Sun in Taurus, bringing up that production energy. A lot of us have our worth super tied up in what we produce, what we're bringing to this world. And so there may be the part of us that's like, I have to get out there and do and create. And Saturn, in this case, is over here and be like, yo, create your frequency, produce your true authentic frequency. That's the energy that you want to work with. So we have these squares where ultimately we can get them balanced, where Taurus, Sun in Taurus is like, okay, I'm going to work on those things that I value, connecting to those energies, producing my frequency, creating from that place of love. What is that Rumi quote that I love so much? Oh my god, I can't get it right now. We'll see if it comes back in, because it just touched down and left. But and the Saturn vibration, getting that working with okay, I'm going to keep working on my vibration. I know I have a place in this world. Even right now when I may not be doing what I'm used to doing, there is purpose for me to step into at this time as we go through these major shifts and change. And that being said, I want to direct you guys all to my Facebook page. I posted a post from my friend Sarah Renee. She's a very gifted medium, and I really love what she wrote about working through this process. So go check that out with all of this as well. So that's going to pass fairly early. Still be feeling that pressure. We're building to a new moon. I definitely think we'll be feeling this. The new moon, it brings up shadow stuff. It's going to bring up fears around our worth, around change. Taurus energy, it is fixed. It doesn't love change. So definitely bringing up stuff around that. Dark of the Moon, bringing up stuff around money, the financial. Are we safe? Again, connecting to the earth through this time will be very beneficial. Let her hold you. After stressing about not finding a place, I laid down and imagined the earth holding me today, and it really helped. So tune into that. You are held. We are safe. These changes are happening, but I do hold that dominant belief that these things that are happening for us. All right, so that being said, Dark of the Moon in Aries has a few meetings with Venus, Mars, and Mercury. Oof, that Mercury-Moon connection. Mercury is that mental energy, and the moon brings our emotions. So our emotions and our mind are going to be intertwined, and that can get a little mind racy. Monkeys can start going a mile a minute. You don't have to believe everything that you think. You also don't have to take everything that you feel to the nth degree. Now, something we need to be mindful of. Often we will start telling stories in our head, and then we will start feeling the things. So interrupt while you're telling the stories before you're feeling, and tune in. Wait, what am I actually feeling about this? Or when you're reading things outside of there, because a lot of that drama that's being stirred up is being cultivated to stir you up. Tune into the things that you can feel settled into, that you can feel yourself drop back into yourself rather than go here. Because these things, that's not the reality. Dropping in to your body, that's the reality. That's where we want to be. So do pay attention to that. Those meetings with Venus and Mars, they are in air signs. So it is going to be still mental energy. Venus is stay open, be receptive, listen, but notice what you resonate with. And Mars is saying, be actionable when it comes to your vibration. Meaning, if you have the news on and you are not resonating with that, and it is stirring you up here and not helping you settle in, that may be time to turn that off and tune back into yourself and what your truth is, what your alignment is, as that will help you make these shifts. All right, let's look at these cards. Consciousness. Are we being conscious? Are we being mindful of the energies that we're taking in? Because yeah, it's a grand adventure. And I love this adventure card because ultimately she's moving into the light, and yet there is all this darkness that we do have to face. It's part of the process. Now I have the going with the flow card, but I had the going with the flow card in reverse. And so it's don't find your way into everybody else's flow. Really be sure that you're tuning into that which resonates with you. Did I address them all? Oh no, I did not. We do have a bright future. You do not have to fear that. We may have to face things. We are going to have to face things. And yet, there is a bright future. So do not fear that. If you know that everything is going to turn out, how are you going to participate in this? If you know everything's going to turn out, can you value what you value and move forward from that place? I think that's what the success card is telling us amidst all of this. All right, so that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. I do promise you that. And you have the power. Namaste.